Hi there, this is Athol, and I want to tell you about something I've seen 4 or 5 times with my coaching clients over about the last 3 weeks. I've seen it a couple of times before, but I've just had this big cluster of it. And this is the situation where for whatever reason, whether it's relocation or this is just where the jobs are or whatever it is, one member of the couple has had to basically live in a different city to work. And they've managed to get home 1 or 2 weekends a month, or the other spouse is coming flying out for a weekend here and there. But basically the situation is they're working somewhere else for most of the year and only really getting back maybe 10-20% of the time. And of course, as you may guess, seeing these be tuned into coaching calls, is that every single one of these relationships has at some point crashed. Either they've just become really emotionally far apart from each other. In some cases it was getting pretty close to divorce, and there's been a couple of affairs in some of them as well. And these crashes are all honestly fairly predictable, because sure, you can have some time apart. You can have a month apart, 2 months apart, 3 months apart, or whatever. But when it starts stretching out to multiple years and only getting back some of the time, it just creates a greater and greater sense of stress on the relationship, and eventually, predictably, the relationship will go into some kind of trouble. And obviously for every single one of these situations, the only way forward with any possible hope of the relationship improving was that you basically had to get together in the same city, which in some cases was the one person moving back, and a couple of cases it was trying to get to the new city or a mutually agreed upon second city. The thing that most people don't realize about these relationships when they go into this long distance mode, and this is true for military deployments, or when kids are going off to college or whatever, the longer you are apart, the harder it gets. It does not get any easier. The first year apart is hard. The second year apart is even harder. The third year apart is just horrible. You don't get any better at it. You don't gain any skills. The relationship doesn't stabilize. It just slowly eats away and dies a little by little. So the takeaway from this is, if you are going to have to split up and be in separate cities, and you may have to for whatever financial reasons, the money may be great, there may be no other way of doing things for now, but at some point you've got to get back together in the same city. You can't just sort of relax into this is the new normal. You have to get back in the same city together. Otherwise, there simply is no real hope of reestablishing the relationship. And in the stuff that I've talked about with people, in one case there was the wife filed for separation, and I'm like, what's the point? You already live in separate cities 25 to 26 days out of the month. You're already separated. You're getting this visitation thing once in a while. So everything is about get back in the same place, reestablish the relationship, at least get back together on a friendship level. And all these situations are somewhat preventable, and I'm hoping for the best for at least some of them. So, but the takeaway is, if you're in separate cities, you got to get back together at some point. And that's about it, and I will catch you next time. And until then, love, sex, and happiness.